Chinese authorities in Zhuhai swiftly removed memorials and censored online content following a car ramming incident that killed 35 people and injured 43 others on November 11, 2024. The assailant, reportedly motivated by anger over his divorce settlement, drove his car into a crowd gathered at a local sports center. The incident has become the deadliest mass killing in China in a decade, spurring outrage over the government's response and highlighting China's ongoing issues with censorship. According to Zhuhai police, the driver, a 62-year-old man identified by the surname Fun, was arrested after fleeing the scene. Fan's alleged motive was related to a personal grievance, which local authorities attributed to dissatisfaction with his recent divorce settlement. Following the attack, officials delayed announcing the death toll for nearly 24 hours, sparking a surge of criticism on Chinese social media platforms like Weibo, where discussions about the government's response were soon subject to heavy censorship. Zhuhai residents, shaken by the tragedy, gathered to pay respects at the site of the attack, laying wreaths, candles, and flowers. However, authorities quickly removed these tributes, with AFP reporters on the scene noting that security personnel prevented mourners from placing flowers or taking photos. Several delivery drivers attempting to deliver online orders of flowers were redirected or turned away by police, underscoring the government's directive to clear the area of memorials. Even though I didn't know them personally, I had family members who passed away in the past, so I understand that feeling, said a local resident named Zhang, who left flowers before they were removed. Social media platforms within China saw an outpouring of criticism as news of the incident spread. Images and videos from the scene depicting bodies on the pavement circulated on Weibo and Xiaohongshu, China's version of Instagram, before being swiftly taken down. Hashtags related to the attack, including "Man in Zhuhai rammed the crowd causing 35 deaths," gained traction, with one reaching 69 million views within an hour of being posted. Despite the public's call for transparency, the ruling Communist Party intensified online censorship, preventing further dissemination of sensitive footage and information. The Communist Party's official newspaper, People's Daily, acknowledged the incident briefly, publishing Chinese President Xi Jinping's instructions to strengthen prevention of similar incidents and treat the injured on its front page. Other state-backed media, such as the Global Times, relegated news of the incident to minor sections, while state broadcaster CCTV briefly mentioned the event during its evening news program but refrained from airing footage of the aftermath. Following the attack, Guangdong Governor Wang Weizhong visited survivors at the Zhuhai People's Hospital. He urged healthcare providers to deliver prompt and professional care, pledging to make every effort to save lives, no matter how slim the chance. Last Saturday, 16 November, Chinese state media provided an update on the authorities' actions, reporting that the Zhuhai People's Procuratorate had approved the arrest of the suspect on charges of endangering public safety through dangerous methods. The case remains under active investigation, according to the report. Despite this high-level attention, the central government offered minimal information about the accused driver, further fueling public frustration. Zhuhai's car ramming attack occurs amid an alarming rise in violent attacks in China, prompting questions about social tensions and mental health issues. While Chinese authorities emphasize stability and control, critics argue that pervasive censorship may contribute to social isolation and limit opportunities for grievance resolution. China's record of censoring sensitive incidents to maintain public order has, at times, led to prolonged challenges. In 2008, the government withheld information about tainted milk products that poisoned approximately 300,000 children, seeking to avoid tarnishing the nation's image ahead of the Beijing Olympics. Later that year, censorship complicated responses to a devastating earthquake in Sichuan that killed an estimated 70,000 people. More recently, China's initial handling of the COVID-19 outbreak faced international criticism after health officials were reportedly penalized for raising early concerns about the virus's rapid spread. This latest incident in Zhuhai underscores ongoing issues surrounding information control in China, with public grievances on sensitive topics often stifled online. An artist turned dissident known as Teacher Li has been sharing crowdsourced videos and details about the incident on his X, formerly Twitter, account, which has a large following outside of China's internet restrictions. The accounts of survivors, which briefly appeared on Chinese media sites, were quickly removed, signaling the government's efforts to control the narrative around the attack. In Zhuhai, the government's strict measures have left residents grappling with shock and fear. My husband goes jogging there every night, local resident Dong Chilin told the Associated Press. I called him immediately. Fortunately, none of the people I know was there that day. Another resident, identified only by her surname Guan, recalled passing by the scene on Monday night, initially assuming it was a minor accident until the full scope of the tragedy emerged. In the wake of the attack, calls for reform and open dialogue on mental health have re-emerged, yet public discussion remains stifled under strict government regulations.